I want to talk to you today about the emotional toll that women often go through when they're trying to have a baby, especially when it's to do with IVF. And this has come about today because I had a client in who I've been working with who was just in the last few weeks before she's due to start her IVF cycle. And she came in and she was utterly distressed, very emotional, was crying about how she didn't feel ready, how she felt guilty, how she didn't understand why her body was failing her. And it's really hard as a practitioner to sit there and listen to somebody in this state, but we do because that's our jobs, and we care very deeply for the women that we look after and we help. Now, one thing I have heard over and over again in my 20 plus years as a fertility acupuncture specialist is these feelings of guilt, these feelings of hopelessness, these feelings of despair, of it's never going to happen. And I just want you to know that you're not alone with this. This happens. I hear it over and over again. And you ask anybody who's in this line of work, we hear it over and over again. And we do hear you, we listen to you, and we care very deeply about the outcome. One of the things that we talk about with our clients is emotional resilience. And the fact that she was putting in already that she didn't think it was going to work is a defense mechanism. It's a subconscious defense mechanism. And it seemed like the majority of these feelings that women have are subconscious, because it stops it stops the pain from being so severe if there's a negative outcome. It stops the utter heartbreak and the visceral pain that women feel if there's not a successful outcome. Now, we know that IVF, there's no guarantee that it's going to work. We know that trying naturally, it's not an automatic. And so what I see in my clinic is women saying, well, I knew it wasn't going to work. I felt that it wasn't going to work this month. Or they take responsibility for everything and not taking into account that actually 35% of fertility problems actually is from the man. If there is a male female couple. So actually you taking full responsibility doesn't make sense anyway, because actually it might be him that's the problem, not you, and your body is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. So this defense mechanism is really common. Now, the feelings that often women have of this despair, of my body's failing me, makes women feel really shitty. And I'm not going to apologise for swearing. And my clients know I swear quite a lot. And if that's not your thing, then I'm sorry. Feel free to scroll on. But I'm really passionate and I'm really open about my feelings about helping women. And so, yes, I do swear. And if you don't mind, then carry on watching. So, yes, women feel really shitty about not being able to have a baby. And they feel like a failure. But they're not a failure. So very much it can be societal expectations, social expectations. It can be, all my friends have got babies and I'm the only one left. Why is everybody else falling pregnant and not me? Then there's a sense of guilt. There's a sense of, even with some women, shame that they can't fall pregnant. I had somebody this week, what's the point of me being here if I can't have a baby? There's also the grief is really important to talk about, because for many women, they're grieving the loss of a child that never happened. They're grieving a miscarriage. And yes, you know, science says that that's not a baby until it reaches a certain amount of gestation, right? We know that, so that's science. But when you're saying to a woman that it's just a collection of cells, it's not a baby, in their hearts, for many women, that was a baby. That was an entire life that has just been lost. So that grief has to be respected and has to be understood. Many women that come don't go to social situations. They don't go to birthday parties. They cease contact with some of their longest term friends because there's been another pregnancy announcement, or they don't want to be around existing babies because it hurts so deeply that they don't have that themselves. Basically, they shield themselves from that pain. So this discussion is really important. And like I said, if you have been experiencing this, if you're experiencing this now, if you're having all these feelings, I hear you. And feel free to comment, feel free to reach out, because you aren't alone in this. And that doesn't help either, really, does it? Knowing that there's other people going through the same shitty experience that you're going through. But you aren't alone. And what really we need to do is work out how to get you into a better place. Here and up here. We want you to be in a better frame of mind. We want you to be positive. And we want you to look forward to having a baby. As a practitioner, I can't just sit here and say, I can wave my magic wand and everything's going to be fine. Because sometimes it's not. We get clients that just can't have children. And it sucks. But there are many women that don't believe they can have babies, that go on to have not just one, but 2 or 3 children, which is wonderful. So what I've decided to do, and again, this leads on from my client I had earlier. I've started to write a short course on how to be more emotionally resilient at this phase when you're trying to conceive, when you're going through IVF. How to manage your emotions, how to deal with them, how to unravel them, how to be honest about them, about not suppressing them so deep that you are just feel like you're going to explode at any possible time. If this might be of interest to you, then I'd like you to drop me a message below and I'll keep you in the loop with when that's ready. Hopefully not long, because I have started writing it today. It felt really, really important to address this, because I don't think it is addressed enough. So watch this space, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you've liked this video. Please comment on it, because it helps this reach more women who may be suffering. Pass it on to friends if you can. And I look forward to sharing your journey with you as you reach, and as you basically have your dreams come true, because that's what we're here for, right? Is to make dreams come true. I wish you a lovely day and hopefully speak to you soon. Take care.